just coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go sign. Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get that roll.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Set up. 8, read. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Bennett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Check 43.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calais Campbell on the stop. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Mike 54, 65, 65, 65.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill. Yeah.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the curl. He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw it. Minshew being chased out left. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ready, set. Check 53. Coming to you.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pollard going to try the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Mike's Bo. I'm scared.
Now a give, right side. Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Jets 27, Jaguars 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Kill.
Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch.
Blue draw corkers.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Minshew sets to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on route. Shoot. Hey, ready? Slam. Hey, alert 3.
Chopper.
Slam.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, it's Pollard. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, 92 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's got the hook up with Conley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. 25 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, go. Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, go outside. Mike's by 4. I got it.
Here's Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Jets first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Run for Pollard. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go.
Give me 2 jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers.
They run the counter. Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jets, their winning ways continue as